Hey Star, you ready to give your house a makeover and strengthen those walls? No, I know something mean.
Then call CHICON Services, your one-stop shop for all your household needs. CHICON Services, your dream is our reality.
That one day I go take you in the bend. I make me you one at the mistake. I make like swim. All them things then you
Just the beginning. We're filming it out now. One stretch. We're gonna have a door here and a door about that side. Drywalling is pretty much the simplest form of construction. What I'm using is a 22 gauge steel, and this is the bottom track that we're putting onto the floor now. Beside me here is the stud with the holes through it and the serrated edges, so when you're screwing it through the drywall, the screw grabs on easily. When installing drywall studs, always ensure that your studs are 16 inches on center for each stud that you install. That way, you would have a perfect screw line for each drywall that you install. Start. Having your hand behind that screw, not so much a good idea. We've laid out the partition. We've actually started putting drywalls on. But what I realized now, the client wants glass here and glass over here. So I am repositioning these two studs. Right? This is my second is removing the screw now from the studs. With the glass going into this area, we would have to reinforce it so that the weight of the glass won't compromise the framing and the installation of the drywall. And then I'm going to put ridges going across for additional support on the drywall. Now I'm going to put this recess light into the drywall, just like I did with these two. Alright, so I've already marked the area where it's supposed to go. This is the size of the recess. Alright, and on the inner side mark an area where it's supposed to cut out. Okay, I'm going to cut this out and drop it in, do my connections, and then we have light. Give me just a minute. Let me just tap it in. Just a few more electrical units to install and we can start plastering. But remember, when you're doing electrical installations, it's always safer to turn off your breakers. I've just finished plastering, and as you can see, there's a lot of dust in the air from the little sanding that I did. I try when I plaster to do less sanding, so my plaster is generally smooth. There's a trick to plastering this way. I will leave a brief tutorial online coming in the next 2 weeks and demonstrate how we plaster with less sanding than normal. I see where the door jamb is now displaying some cracks because you have the wood adjacent to the drywall, and normally when you use a normal plaster it will always leave that ear-like crack, or even in some cases bigger opening spaces. So I normally fill it out with a tube or two of caulking. Very simple. After all that, we realized that the units were in the wrong color. So we had to spray them on spot, and that is when we realized that it's harder to spray on spot than to actually spray in the shop. But with a little professionalism, we managed to come out clean. If you like what you see, we can be reached on Instagram, that's CHICON or CHICON Services, at any time, and feel free. Give us a like on this video and subscribe. I am Courtney Chross, and you can always follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and I am also on YouTube under the same Courtney Chross. There are 2 other videos I would like to share with you on the electrical and the plumbing of this same shop. I should be dropping that video in a week's time, hopefully.